This Black History Month, we're highlighting not only the history makers right here at home, but the issues that impact Black Americans. Upcoming primaries across the Carolinas make new data we have on election turnout, especially timely. WCNC Charlotte's Kia Murray breaks down the research on this decreased voter turnout among Black voters.
Well, WalletHub put together a ranked list measuring the states with the highest and lowest turnout among Black voters. The report comes after researchers noted the difference in turnout between Black and white voters back in the 2020 presidential election. Now, that's what analysts are looking at, and it showed that noticeable gap in participation. That was with 71% of white Americans taken to the polls, followed by 63% of Black Americans doing the same. As for the rankings, well, here's where the Carolinas stand. North Carolina is closer to the top of the list. The Tar Heel State ranks 14th in highest political engagement. Now, South Carolina follows behind at number 20. But we wanted to know the why behind the rankings.
According to the experts we asked, low turnout among Black voters exists primarily due to historical disenfranchisement, systemic discrimination, and the inequality resulting from that, including disparities in education, socioeconomic status, and political representation.
That's Christine Malburn, an editor at WalletHub, listing the reasons for the difference in engagement. The Library of Congress broke down the disenfranchisement and inequalities she talks about like this. Even though the 14th Amendment was passed all the way back in 1868, it confirmed Black Americans' rights to citizenship, but not necessarily the right to vote. States found ways to then keep Black people away from the polls through things like poll taxes, literacy tests, and the infamous grandfather clause, which said you can only vote if your grandfather voted. That made it impossible for most who were descendants of slaves. But bringing it back to today, UNC Charlotte political science professor Eric Heberlig says turnout can depend on party strategy as well.
Democrats are pretty open that they're going to speak to the issues that are priority to voters in their coalition. African Americans, what do they want? Hispanics, what do they want? Environmentalists, what do they want? Republicans tend not to have that type of targeted appeals. They at least claim that they aspire to talk about issues that resonate with everybody.
Regardless of what party or candidate Black voters choose to support, though, it's a demographic all candidates will have to consider on the campaign trail. I'm Kia Murray, WCNC Charlotte.